by enroll, and then under that enrollment, re-enrollment, and it'll open up and you'll see packets for as many children as you have enrolled here. With your enrollment packet, it is going to ask you to pay the deposit, which for pre-K through 4th is $1,000, 5th through 12th is $2,000. A couple of nuances to that: if you're a financial aid family, that fee is waived for you, and you pay a lower amount in person to Mitzi in the business office. If you would like to pay tuition in full, or if you have tuition coming from another source and you would like to submit your enrollment packet, but then pay it in person or another form of payment, let me know and we can bypass that online payment requirement, and you can just submit the packet and then get with Mitzi or me on how you would like your tuition paid. Just some things as you're going through the re-enrollment packet, make sure you look through the emergency contact. If someone has moved away that was previously your emergency contact, just make sure that's up to date for us. If there's been any changes with your family status, please update that. If there are any custody changes, it's helpful for us to know that. We do need a copy of the court proceedings for that. If there's been any changes to your child's medical history, allergies, or insurance, please let us know. You can also submit the packet as is, but send me an email that says, Helen, can you make this change? Or can you alert us? We can do that on the back end too. Also, when you're doing your re-enrollment contracts, you will see the options for our Chromebooks, which Dan is going to speak to you about. If right now you don't know what you're going to do in terms of the Chromebook, that's okay. You can keep it as is, say not purchasing, and you can come to us anytime anytime, and we'll get you a new Chromebook. So if you don't want to initiate a process too soon, that's okay. Just say you're not purchasing. At any point in time, we can get you the Chromebook order form, and you can start that process. So again, the deadline is Tuesday, February 15th, and that $300 discount is for families that pay tuition in full by Tuesday, February. So moving on to open house, which is next week. We're very excited. We're getting on campus already. Have you seen the courtyard outside? No. A little one walked in, and as he walked in, his eyes got bigger and bigger. That's different. Because when I looked yesterday, it wasn't there. I saw the big. Right. So Bryce Brock, who owns Divine and is a cafe parent, has helped us design that space. What you're seeing is the bamboo will be tied at the top to create a little teepee. There's going to be some mulch. Yeah, are they just tying it now? There'll be some mulch pathways that, not sure we'll get to it before open house, and it will be an ongoing project for us. We're going to line a mulch pathway with big, bright color painted rocks. And then we'll start creating a little rock garden that we'll cover the mulch with, so it'll become like an FSI rocks, kind of half and center to the teepee. So we're really excited for the students, and we'll put maybe some benches out there, and it might be a little reading nook, but hopefully the butterflies will come back. I was thinking we need like maybe a talking squirrel and a talking bunny. I got in there, like it's so like 7 dwarfs or something. So anyways, we're getting the campus ready. You see the bells of hay, the bells of pine straw. We're getting it all together, but this is a schedule for the week ahead, and I am definitely in need of volunteers. If you're interested, you can invite a friend and come with them. Y'all go pick up Starbucks and join us. If I have posters outside, if you have noticed in your place of business or in a place of business that you frequent often, you haven't seen a poster, grab one and take it with you and post it. Or put a postcard in a neighbor or friend's mailbox and encourage them to come. Or just let me know if there's someone down the street that you think would be a great fit for Frederica. Send me their name or contact information, and I'll follow up with a personal invitation for them to attend open house. Or if they're not around or comfortable with that, we can set up a time to do a private tour. But I also would love help with volunteering to actually attend open house. For some of our new families, I welcome you to attend it as well, just so you can kind of learn more holistically. If you applied after our open house, it might be helpful to attend just so you can see more of the offerings that your child is currently immersed in, but also consider attending just to be here. Wearing a name tag to say, my name's Brooke, I have 2 children here, this is my story, I think you'll love it here. So there's a sign up in all of the communications under the Parent Association tabs of our Sunday emails, for instance. So sign up or send me an email and I'll send you the details. I have a little cheat sheet that I share with families that kind of gives you, not that you're required to walk on tours with families at all unless that's something in your comfort zone. But I've got kind of hit the high points of how many students are here and what kind of things are happening in each division. So you're just kind of here to be a friendly face. And for those of you that have come to open house as a prospective family, you know how reassuring it is to meet other families and hear a little bit more about what the school offers from a parent perspective. I can say and go on a tour, but when they hear it from you, it really becomes a bit more authentic. Although that is my obvious goal, but hearing from you, they know that you're just in it to share your child's story and your family's story. Also, check out Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, and it really helps if you share and comment and like our posts. It gets it out to, we're only friends with a small, with our group of friends on Facebook, but sharing it with your friends puts it out in other metropolitan areas, other demographic areas, and allows us to share what's happening in the school with more families. So don't hesitate to do that. And also, I'm going to be sending an email out probably right after open house, requesting that families write comments on some of these platforms. These are reputable platforms that families, particularly not in our area, will go to learn more about schools. You tend to see families do this when they're not familiar with a market at all. They will go see what are the schools in that area, how are they ranked, and they're reading the reviews. So this is really helpful for those that have really no tie to the community. So I'll send out an email encouraging those that are interested to write authentic authentic comments. It's, when you get it, don't feel like you have to do it that day. It really needs to be natural. If everyone comments on February 14th, it looks like there might have been a nudge. So I'll probably stagger it where I'll send a batch, and if it's something you're interested in, you're like, I can't get to it this week, Helen, remind me next week, I'll do it. I'll keep you on the radar. But this is really great, and families find it to be really authentic. Same with commenting on our Facebook. But this is just a helpful little tool. And then lastly, just wanted to share with you about our new family referral program. If you aren't familiar with it, if you refer a family to Frederica in grades kindergarten through 11th, we just get them to fill out a form with your help or mine. They fill out a form and they share that you were integral to their enrollment here, and then you receive a $500 tuition credit per child that they enroll. So if a family of 3 or 5 or 1 enrolls, that's $500 on your account that you receive back. So just something to consider. And if there's someone that you talk to and they ultimately enroll, let's make sure we touch base back in the fall. That's when the credits are issued. To just say, Helen, did so-and-so mention, and I can follow up with that family. Amanda mentioned that she might have shared with you about Frederica. If she was integral in making your decision, please just sign this form. So just something to think about. It's really great incentive, and we hope that you'll continue to spread the word about what's happening here. I think that's all I have. But I welcome questions or comments or thoughts about what else could be happening here. Thank you. Thank you. Now that my door's always good.
Well, and I just want to reiterate too. Well, that is true. I mean, to the point of the deadline, it is moved up this year because of the space. We need to. So for prospective families, the deadline to submit applications is March 1. So we've moved up our enrollment deadline that between February 15th, March 1, we determines how much space we have in a given class. So in the past, we've been very flexible with families with submitting those contracts, and we'll continue to work with families that, you know, are contemplating a move. But we really need to know from families that you're committed, because otherwise we are, in some of our forward classes, going to be in a rock and a hard place to release that spot if we don't. So, just share that we are at that point, that, you know, families are inquiring and yeah, so.
I mean, it's good, you know, it's like double-edged sword.
It is, and I think as long as we're communicating, as everyone is upfront and communicating, you know, we're not gonna pull anything out from under a family, but we definitely need to hear from a family about that.
Thank you. And I just want to reiterate, you know, what Helen was saying about parents being ambassadors. There's such a great role we can play, you know, just in the bleachers, at games, you know, at after school activities, in the community, wherever you happen to be. Twice this year, well, one I just want to tell really quick. My husband, some of you know Tom, he never can shut up about Rodriga, and he's always down in school. And so Katie had a soccer meet when we moved here in 6th grade. Every time he saw anybody on the soccer field who didn't go to Fred, which was like 3/4 of the team, he'd say, "Why aren't you coming to Frederica? Why aren't you coming to Frederica? Why aren't you coming to Frederica?" Fast forward, one of Katie's best friends, long time Lynn Academy student, came and I was astounded. She came bounding up the driveway. She's like, "Guess what? Guess what? Guess what?" She was so excited and very happy and thrilled to be a part of the community and happy to be welcomed. And the other thing that I wanted to tell you was, just in passing, I happened to be sitting, you know, at somebody in a salon, in a nail salon, getting my nails done. She was here looking at houses they were thinking about moving. And I don't know if she ultimately enrolled, but they did move here. They live over in Congress and Epworth, and she had 3 little ones, and I was just like, okay, you don't have to go anywhere else. Go talk to Heather Day about summer camp while you're here right now in the moment. So I definitely encourage everybody to take advantage of those opportunities when you do it. It is such a great a role that we can play as parents. And so many times people say, Martha, how can we help the school? It's a great way to support the SLED and really to help be a voice in the community with our experience. So without further ado, I'd like to welcome Dan up to talk about all of the new Chromebook options that we have. And a little bit, I know at our last meeting in November, a lot of parents here and from our live stream asked questions about technology, and we had very specific questions about security. And I know he's going to talk a little bit about that too, and has some handouts for us as well on that. So thank you.
All right. Helen shared with me some questions that parents had. 3 of them, in fact, and probably more will pop up. The main thing of parents, security. I have to parent myself with 5 kids. I mean, not like on here. They're all anyways, the security here, you can rest assured. I'm impressed with how we watch. Complicated. At home, we can't control that. Really up to y'all in doing that. If you have any questions or you go through the things I have submitted here, I've got 2 main things. One, obviously, we have Xfinity, Comcast, or AT&T in this area. And I pointed out how to go through your router, secure it, block things, the time. So it's pretty simple, pretty laid out. I've done it myself. I bring my kids tell you know, a lot of their internet. So they go like, yeah, I got it time still do. Like, all right, you're good. It's very possible. Again, you don't want to, you can't protect them. There's stuff out there. All get on top of that. There is one other thing I sent. That's printed out. It's about Google. Google has this thing it's called Titan. Yeah, Titan key. That's a $30 key. Plug in your USB, load stuff. Make Google even more secure.
Does it lock things from coming in? You know?
It does. I mean, Google itself, Chrome, the browser does.
So it's just
Yeah.
extra.
Every day there's new, I built website on the side and it's amazing how crap from China, Russia, just trying to control. So they're out there, they're looking for us. But with any questions, I'm available. My office is out here, library, where also. Yeah.
Since I get we see the questions that filter in, like the poll and also access documents, but specifically about our technology similar to that. What's the reason for not using it?
Park is more for your home. I mean,
Because it's free to schools.
what we have in place, like that, it's even higher than one.
I don't know, that's what I'm asking you. We
Yeah.
always get asked on that one.
Park is kind of like your, you can't see for we're driving Cadillac.
Well, that's good to
Yeah,
know.
it's not gonna be-
We don't, parents don't know that, we don't know the answer, so that's.
Park's really good. I personally use it. Circle
Okay.
at home. $130 box. And I can afford it. Right. Glad happening. Great event. Yeah, that's already. Yeah, Mark's trying to get that.
And then as far as the connection between home, school and home, because the questions are always like, are kids taking home every night? You can't monitor what's home, so do you recommend things like Disney or?
Yeah. I don't think you want us monitoring it. But like I said, it's your responsibility, and I'm here on that. Park is good. But I just want to touch on you talk about Snapchat. You can't control Snapchat code. With Disney Circle and Park, it's that how it's that in special Snapchat. Very easy.
I really.
I mean, virus wise in the background on there. Or access. Another thing I'm trying to do is there's a lot of almost really like 5, 4 or 5. So right now I've got 6. So then so now that being said, I want to go on to our Chromebook. This is your normal 14-inch Chromebook with we offer. I think it was like, I say that. But we're not making any money. Pretty much.
All that Dan is here. Private baseball.
So this one here is 2-inch. This is the 14-inch, and then the 11 inches, same kind of style. 255. The new option this year, which I'm excited about, is what we call the Flex. Flex 360. Can you open it up? It's a Chromebook, but you can also do 360 and have it. So they have stylus and whatnot. A little more sturdy. The new option this year that I'm putting out, instead of a normal warranty of $40 a year, that was me fixing the devices, and glass crack, like that. But what I'm getting into is I'm trying to, not that I don't do it as fun, but I'm doing a warranty for Sturian. Sturian gave me a warranty. So basically, if anything goes wrong with this crack screen, so that instead of paying $40 per year, you're going to have 4 options. There's 1 year, 2, 3, 4 years. And the price is down. 1 year is $50. That's going to be for like a senior. You don't have to pick any option. 2 years 75, 2 years 100. So newly purchased, yeah. And I don't want to, have everybody. I'm give you $40 for free work. Because, like I said, we have students who are now out of date. Our library owners, our library owners are. So I'm going to use your devices to return to the 13-inch. This is an 11-inch. That's $395. It's a little bit more expensive. And it's Lenovo. Lenovo's been one of the best Chromebooks we purchased in my career. Much more thick, much more stable, sturdy, battery. HP just did. And let's see what else. The main caveat to the warranty is only do 2 practically per year, 4-year period. Because obviously they want to make it. So if you purchase this, just pass it down with your child and say, take care of it.
Who would you recommend for the, is there, six, 7, 8 figure doing that, or?
This is the
I have one in fifth grade. So it's gonna be hard to find one from your fancy. The problem I feel like is the mouse. It's like, do they have to have the wireless mouse? If they have the old school Chromebook, or like?
They don't, no. There was a model of but they're all past warranty and so, yeah, $5 amount fixes that problem.
Yeah, because the touchpad sometimes is hard to use in certain programs. So,
It's easier on the figure.
with the new one.
And you still convert the new model of what you need. So if you're not ready to pull out the catalog yet, you could order direct the same one that Emma can.
Is that the same as last year?
No, it's a different model. It's still HP.
Oh, they still don't.
It's not the only one, but it's still, you don't have to get the touch screen.
Right.
There's a non-touch screen option, so that won't be so glaring. Child of 20.
Yeah.
Now, every kid likes the kind of bigger unit. I don't know why. Personally, I like the smaller one. Easier, less space on the desk. But it has a big one.
And the 14 inches just
That's a 13.
I was concerned about weight.
Yeah.
What's the weight?
Obviously smaller and lighter.
You know,
It's still. Yeah, it's not much. And you're really not going to get away from that. I think.
oh, backpack. Every half hour. Around.
I got my.
Yeah.
And there's a key.
Play around your back.
There are keys for the big ones, like,
There is, yeah, small kids, yeah. And middle school has to have their managed.
Could you hold that case up? Is that
that the same for all of them?
Yeah.
That'd be
Well, the 13 of the flip will probably be a little bit different case, but say, we get 6 through 8. It's a real nice turkey.
And we ordered these through re-enrollment, right? So like if I already did mine, can I go edit it or?
If you already did it, if you already did your re-enrollment packet and submitted it, and you'd like to make a change, grab one of these forms and return it to me or Dan or the front office, and we'll get it to Dan. And, that, this date will supersede what you did in there.
And otherwise it's what's in the re-enrollment packet. So we're
All of
ordering,
that
making our choices, get through re-enrollment.
All
For
of
the
that,
new Chrome.
all of that is detailed in the re-enrollment contract. One thing to note though on that form, you're either choosing to keep your Chromebook and the existing Chromebook you bought last year and the warranty that entails with that, or starting fresh and the warranty that comes with those. So it's kind of an either or.
You have to select road. Very similar.
And it's 2 separate boxes. So top one is the keep it on. Just to make sure that the bottom right of the box says, I will be returning the Chromebook. And that's $40. You basically get half your warranty back. What you used to pay $40 every year for is now one month. Then instead of repairing, I'm going to be. Yes.
Yeah.
You can swap.
Well, and I didn't know what
It's your what? It's your choice. If you want to get it, okay. What size do you have? I repair more big screws than small screws. That's another fact. Sway.
I figured
If I
she
was-
may like the tablet part.
Yeah, just, and if you do this, another style, they have these pens where you click and the end tips off the style. I kind of sway away from that just because it's going to get time to click it and write on the screen. I just see kids writing on the screen.
Really all of the products have the same capability, so it's really, I think you're asking like
Right.
to be an upper school and have
Right.
a newer
It's
thing.
not,
That's
they all have to have one. It would be just, if you want to give that one to your lower. But if you do that, just let me know. I got a system. I would get the warranty.
Are you saying that the middle school?
Yeah, the couple I've added, I mean, they haven't officially started, nobody's got one yet,
Yeah.
but I have added.
But the second school.
After once they see it, and once you work on it, I mean, you get a little stylus and it's just click. So much easier to buy. It gets you have to use it.
That computer. Play with it in the
Yeah.
library.
What grade?
Well, we're, so 8.
Yeah. Sorry for that. It's hard for me to, when I do repairs, to go back to see if somebody's got insurance. Not insurance. This will probably be about the same work, but I'll have less.
what, like, I have a fifth grader who has a this year, so I can't get insurance for it all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's the top bar. Over the interval,
The 1 year.
1 year.
It's the same insurance, always.
And you'll keep looking at it until you choose the bus.
Yes.
And then those will be the ones that's. They're not coming with us now, that's okay. Yeah. But yeah, the 2 of the 4 options. But that's the one. That's
So we got.
Does everybody know Sandy Chanel, our CFO? If you don't know Sandy, Katie wave. She answers all our questions. Thanks, Sandy, so much.
But I did want to also say last week offered it all, when we were kind of in a crunch in the lunchroom, and I just extend as you're reaching out.
Thanks. And Dan, thank you again, and thank you for all you do. Dan always helps us try to get the live stream. One of these days, we're gonna get it. We really appreciate you taking your time to show us the options that are available to us for re-enrollment. I know you're really busy. I'm wondering if you might be willing for parents to do like a one-pager that maybe we can post, Meredith, in our communications, just maybe a recommendations, from our trusted colleague for what we can do at home to secure, to make like the Disney Plus. Like there seems to be a couple of different components from what I heard you say. Me as a parent, I don't know all of those components. Could you maybe do 1 or 2 recommendations? Like you might try this, you might try this. Not saying, that one's better than the other, just these are, what I've got experience with. Would you be willing to do that for us, or?
Yeah, I could, it's really hands-on, like at your house.
Gotcha. What choices you make?
What choices you make and how you set it up, you set up your Wi-Fi in your. Then once it connects, all the devices come through, then you gotta sort them into buckets.
Okay.
So that, usually not. Bedtime. So, and then I also have all your Google devices. Yeah, I mean, I'll do something up.
If you can, and maybe we'll find the paths to get it out there to our parents, just for those who are complete Luddites like me and like really,
And there are
Take
two
my
parents
walk.
here that have Disney Plus, and there is both that we have.
Oh, is that right? Okay. Disney Circle, yeah. That's okay. Good. Thank you so much. So, just very briefly, we just have a couple of updates on our parent association before we get moving. First thing I want to say, Poinsettia Greenery Sale, Jen Gordon's not here today, but Jen and her team did an outstanding job. I want to thank all of the parents. You guys all worked, bought, volunteered, helped out, and we had our best sale ever. We raised, I think, about $35,000 or maybe 25,000, over 35,000. Erica's not here today, so normally I point to her, but she, so thank you so much for everything, for supporting us in that way. It is our only fundraiser of the year, our primary fundraiser of the year. So we really appreciate that. Also holiday card stuffing. I know, remember, we've been having meetings since November 1st, so don't forget, we were all here in November, stuffing all the holiday cards for admissions and for the administration. And I want to say thank you to all the parents who showed up here and helped us stuff, and all the people who did the leftovers, because I think we had some printing issues. Also, the Recycled Uniform Committee, Kimbra, thank you so much. You and your team are just rocking on uniform sales. We are farther on sales this year with fewer uniforms than we've been. I don't know how you do it. It's unbelievable. Thank you so much. And Kimbra, she's institutionalizing like the sales stuff, so everything in Google Sheets, and like here's a job description. So for volunteers that are coming behind her, here's how you do it, here's how it works, here are the best practices. So she's really doing a great thing for all of the volunteers who are gonna follow her, and I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. I know you worked hard on that, and getting that stuff into our sheets and our repository.
And we have a new date for the next sale. We
Yes.
gotta say that.
I was, but go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's Wednesday, February 16th, from 7:45 to 9:15, over the lobby, inside or outside, whether.
So,
I
no, so that's right after, that's perfect, so right after drop off, and that is, that's gonna be, especially with the upper school, for those of you with upper school students, we're going to uniforms next year. Land's End, I know this year was really backlogged on ordering and processing, so, I think we're gonna be probably selling, and the other thing is, yeah, do you have a question?
It is better though, because I put it in order,
Oh,
so it is a lot better than it was, because it was like 1.5 to 2 months out, but now it's not there, it's like February 14th.
oh, thank you. I appreciate that. So it is better. Okay, so that's really good. The other thing though, is somebody just made a comment to me in passing that people were not getting as many donations. You didn't, your team didn't. It was just anecdotal information. Somebody just mentioned it to me, and I thought, I just want to make sure that all the parents know. Make sure when your kid does have things in the closets that they have grown, the sleeves are getting a little short, pants are coming up. To just give them a quick wash and drop them in the bin for recycling, and encourage, we can, let's encourage our friends to do that. And maybe, Meredith, maybe we could put something out on Facebook or something out on the feed before the sale, maybe now, really, to encourage some uniforms coming into the spring, short sleeve, right, short sleeve and short sleeve. But thank you again for all you do for that. And also on that, we've been working on Cleveland Parent Association Club, and I just want to say thank you and a huge shout out to Becky Pruitt and to all of our little L's here who have helped to, start to reimagine and reorganize that space. Kind of loading in and not loading out. And so we're getting that all organized. We spent a good part of January doing that. The other thing, the faculty and staff appreciation, January 20th. We love our faculty and staff, as you all know, and I just want to say we got to thank you. Now, I always say thank you for a thank you, and my kids are always like, Mom, can't you just say you're welcome? Why you have to say thank you? Thank you. But I'm going to say thank you for the thank you. We got this beautiful to the FA Parent Association, signed by all of our teachers after the luncheon we hosted in January. So I just want to say, sharing the love. Thank you. Thank you for doing that. We really appreciate it. And we love being able to support our staff here in administration and faculty and everybody who's working so hard. I also want to give a shout out, as Sandy just did, to our January helpers who came in at the very 11th hour, 12th hour and a half to help out in the cafeteria in January. And thank you for the sign up genius stuff. Do y'all get her notes when they come out, like calls for help? When the sign up genius comes up. If you don't, let me know, and we'll make sure that you're on, that somehow, it's always in the Sunday email, that's the place to look for all of our information. But every now and again, like with the special instance, she'll send the sign up genius out. So make sure that you're on her list, and if you're not getting them, let me know, and I'll get you that. Treasury report, I have a copy. We've got $37,343.88 in our, that's after our major sale. So Erica asked me to do that. Nurse Pope also asked me to let you know the Health and Wellness Club is sponsoring a Relay for Life. It's in April, which will be late. But they are asking, and again, I think there's a link through the Sunday email. They're asking for people to join their team or support their team. And I think they've got a $5,000 goal, which I believe they're about halfway to meeting already. But wouldn't it be great if we could just all support their Relay for Life? I think it's April. Relay for Life, Lee County, Friday, April 22nd. And there's a link here. I took this right off of the Sunday email, and it was Relay for Life, and it was there was a link I could put my finger on, and it said big round circle, donate now. And if your students want to join the team or join the Health and Wellness Club, it's such a great club. I can't, but I think it would be great if all of the parents donated or helped out with that any way you can. Megan's not here. We have a luncheon coming up in March. Do you want to do upcoming here? Our next meeting is March 2nd. Here.
No, I'm sorry, that's our next one. No. Yes, if your class is part of the next teacher luncheon, I'm Meredith, by the way, to that extent. And if you feel like you're getting spammed by the Parent Association. I'm so sorry. But when people start responding, I'll email less. So anyway, as far as volunteer stuff, we'll email you with your class. I can't remember what's on the class as the next one. As far as upcoming volunteer things, for the most part, we're looking at so if you want to be involved and want to help us keep things going and do fun things like plan the Halloween event or the mundane, but also really important for us, like washing uniforms or be a vice president. We're at these are 2-year roles. We do roll off, so there are some leadership opportunities available, and we are actively looking at to be part of it. Just reach out. As far as other things, okay. So one of the things I've been emailing about, if you've already donated to the fund, thank you. In partnership with the Advancement Office, we're trying to do something new. The No Give Too Small challenge. I do not anticipate anything you want to call your friends to school, but we would really encourage you to come on Saturday to Oyster. Whether it's not awesome. The Advancement Office, John Pope, said, we want to bring back this tradition and we're doing to increase our participation. I don't think people realize that it's not only the matter of dollars that we use for the annual fund, which I could give you the how to do a better job. It covers, use the annual fund, the gap between tuition and some of the costs that we have. It's all online. So it does matter how much we get, but there is a really important metric with the percentage of parents and families that participate in the annual fund. It's important for other donors within our Independent School Association, and quite frankly, our parent participation is low. We don't benchmark very well compared to what we should, and so we said we wanted to help. We didn't know how to fundraise in a way that was the monetary, like a big number way as far as dollars, but we did think that we wanted to outreach and talk to parents. So that's why we've been harping on you. This isn't going to go away. We really have to get these numbers up towards like 70, 80% or more. Obviously, 100% is the goal. Our teachers, faculty get 100%, and it's like this is where we, as the Parent Association, are like, you guys, if our teachers are 100%, you can give. If you feel like you're getting asked for a lot of things, we're not asking for a lot. It's a small donation. It's literally, and we have moved the needle a little bit. So if you participated in this. But we have a lot of work to do. So as a thank you for doing it and helping us with this, the Advancement Office said, let's have an oyster roast. It's something the school used to do, and it's a really good chance to get all donors, all levels together, teachers, faculty, parents, and all you have to do is be a participant. So please invite your friends, come and just say it should be a fun time, and even if you haven't donated between now and then, you can bring it back. So that's our biggest priority, and that runs through Saturday, and any way you can help support that. And then our other second priority is supporting Helen through Open House Week, and I see like just we still need a lot.
Nobody's creeping on you.
We need no, it popped up on me. Very sorry. No, I'm really appreciative of that. I'm sure Helen is too. We need upper school volunteers, so upper school and middle school, I think, the two lightest days. So if you can do those days, that would be great. That's the week of the 7th through 11th. We have a lower school parent social, which we are really trying to do this year. Our middle school parent social is really nice. We had a nice turnout for something that's never happened before. There are a lot. Like she said, there are new parents from here. There are new parents since January. It's very casual outside, melon mushroom, some pizza and salad and things like that. So come mingle. It's a good chance to connect with people. We really encourage you, and that is on Tuesday, February 15th. And then the next morning, you can come and buy some recycled uniforms. So again, after that, we've got more things that go on in March. We can talk about all that later. Those are our biggest things right now. We've got some lower school reading event that will reach out to you.
But if you have any questions on anything coming up, I will let you go, but thank you for your support and for supporting the Family Assistance Organization. That's it. Thank you again so much. Appreciate it. Thank you all for coming. See you at the game tonight.
Yeah, I'll see you then.
It's gonna be a tough game against Kansas.
Is it?
And where we've always been like tied 0-0 or maybe one year beat them. The kids literally like were excited they were that high because we just never had. So it'd be really interesting to see.